Magnetic balance tab. The transformer magnetic flux test is performed in this tab. In this test, the voltage is applied to a voltage transformer coil and the voltage of other coils is measured and the flux division ratio between the two other coils is analyzed. Two important points for this test are that first, magnetic balance test is not performed for single-phase transformers, and secondly, this test can be performed on three-phase transformers only on the site where there is a grounded neutral. Flux division test has 3 steps for every phase. In the first step, voltage is applied to coil 1 and voltages of the two other coils are measured. In the second step, the second coil is short-circuited and voltage is applied to the coil of phase 1 and voltages of the two ends of the third coil are measured. In the third step, the third coil is short-circuited and by applying voltage to phase 1, voltages of the two ends of coil 2 are measured. These steps are repeated for the two other phases. Note that the voltage of short-circuited coil is 0 and during all 3 steps, sum of the measured voltages of the two coils must be equal to the voltage applied to the first coil. If DEV option is checked, the total difference between the two measured phases and the phase to which the voltage is applied is calculated and is displayed in DEV percentage field in terms of a percentage of the applied voltage. Also, if you wish to measure the voltage that occurs to the secondary side of the transformer during the test, you can use W2 option. Note that if this option is checked, you need to do another step of wiring. In test settings section, the settings related to test is entered. Also, in VLE test and state time, the amount of voltage of the test and test performance time of the test are entered respectively. In display values, it is specified that the test results are to be displayed as numerical values or as a percentage of the voltage of the test. If absolute is selected, the applied voltage and the measured voltages of different tabs are displayed in terms of volt, while relative is selected. These voltages are displayed in terms of percentage of the test voltage. The use of insert mode and insert position sections are exactly the same as those explained in conversion ratio test video. In magnetic balance result, the results of the flux division test are displayed. This section is designed to help better analyze the test results. In this section, the voltage is injected from a phase and the voltage induced to the two ends of the coil is read by the inputs and displayed in this section. By checking insert rows, a row is added to the test table in accordance with the setting adjusted in total result, and all the results of the test are displayed in a row. Performing the test and analyzing the results. 15 volts is specified to perform the test, and after selecting insert rows and inserting the transformer tabs, the writing needs to be done in accordance with the picture. In this wiring, you only need to connect the voltage outputs of the device to the transformer and the inputs to the device. To measure the voltage, open Signal View before beginning the test so that you can view the voltage signal, actual current, and the voltage measured by the binary inputs of the device during the test. By selecting the related row and pressing Apply Test, the necessary hardware and software changes are applied automatically and the test starts. Note that if a Start Test option is selected instead of Apply Test, the test will not begin. In the end, after test is finished, it's necessary to add the results of the evaluation to the report, which is done by selecting Add to Report. In addition, if you wish to add a specific parts of the evaluation to the report, Edit or delete the reports, you can use Add to Report cog. By clicking on this cog, you can see the elements which can be added to the report are displayed with a check mark, and it's possible to uncheck any of them that you do not need in your report. Note that after finishing every test, the results are not added to the report automatically, and it's necessary to add the test results to Output Report by pressing Add to Report before clearing the test and after performing a test. In performing this test, it is vital to consider some points. The first point is that error other in performing the test means that there is a problem in connection of the wiring and the null point of the device is connected to its phase. The second point is that error power appears during performing a test. It means that too much current is drawn from the voltage phases and you need to decrease the test voltage to resolve this issue. The third point is that if for any reason you wish to change the wiring of the device, first you need to select Apply Test, and then check Don't Change Hardware Setting option, and select another output from Hardware Configuration window and set its output target at VL1E and run the test after changing the test wiring. It should be noted that to select other inputs, binary input target of the selected input must be similar to the default binary input target. To do this, it is suggested to right-click on Input 1 row and then cut the information, then paste the information in the intended row.